Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, my name's Danielle and I'm an Essex-based mum of one to a little boy named Leo. Now today is another Aldi food haul and meal planner. You'll probably notice this week that it seems like I've not actually got a lot in my weekly haul, but I promise this will last us a week. I actually really wanted to show this week because I just wanted to show that if you really plan and use up things that you've always got in your fridge and bulk kind of cook and then freeze stuff, just how much it can have a knock-on effect in the following weeks. So with that being said, let's get on to the haul and then I will talk you through what we're having this week. Okay, so I'll start with the breakfast stuff. We've got some brown flakes because my husband has this. Some eggs because we get through so many eggs every week, just all the things that we make, muffins and scrambled eggs, stuff like that. This is the peppermint tea that I really enjoy. I'm trying to cut down on my normal tea and just have more and more peppermint tea. These are the yogurts that my husband has. He normally doesn't have these for breakfast. He actually takes these into work with him. So I've just got a couple of those because some days he'll be working from home, and I've also got like a big pot of protein yogurt already in the fridge. Then I've got some almond butter, this is for myself and Leo. And then the crunchy peanut butter, like the not so healthy one, for my husband. And then I've also got the soya yogurt, which is for Leo. And then this is like the natural one. And then I've got some plain bagels this week for us to have as like a little treat for breakfast or lunch. Really nice with like some smashed avocado on, scrambled egg, that kind of thing. I've then got some rustic, they're like part baked sourdough rolls. So you just finish them up in the oven. My husband will take these into work with him for lunch. I've got these brioche buns that are really, really nice. We're going to have these with our sweet potato burgers and the halloumi tonight and some salad. Then I've got some lasagna sheets. I made up a massive batch of the sauce that goes into the lasagna, which is already in the freezer. So I've just got to defrost that and I can make my lasagna up and make my own white sauce, which is super easy. I've then got a coconut milk and a chunky chopped tomatoes because I just feel like they're such an easy staple to have in the cupboard. You can always make something from these. I then got some of this chilaquiles, either with a lunch one day if we've got quite a light lunch, or maybe even with the lasagna if we're feeling extra hungry that night. We've then got some olives for myself and Leo to have with our lunch. We like to have like a bit of a picky lunch. I've got some ham. This will go in my husband's rolls, and Leo will have like a slice of ham with his lunch now and again. I've got the cod. This is the one that my husband's going to be having. Probably have 2 of those at the weekend just because it's nice and easy. Yeah, or just some like homemade wedgies or something. This is like our little treat thing. We didn't have it last week because we already had treats sort of planned, like a dinner out. Southern fried chicken. We had these in like wraps with some salad one afternoon for lunch, and that's like our little treat lunch. The halloumi to go in with the burgers. The hummus is another thing that we like to have either for snacks or with our lunch. Normally with some like carrot sticks or cucumber. I've then got these rice cake bars for myself. We've tried not to buy any more biscuits or anything anymore, but this will just be if I fancy something sweet. I've then got some dark chocolate, so we can either have some of that just to curb that sweet tooth, or to do some like refined sugar-free baking and then put a little bit of the dark chocolate in, just as like a little treat for like a little dessert or something. Then I've got the 2 garlic and coriander naan breads. We have the naan bread pizzas, so we'll use these as our base. The parsnip puffs, they're Leo's. Then the spicy sriracha tortilla chips. These are my husband's favourites, so we've got those. The thins, I quite enjoy having these for like a nice picky lunch with like the hummus and a little bit of cheese, stuff like that. Then the OT bars, because Leo is utterly addicted to these. He absolutely loves them. The veggie straws as well, they're a really good knockoff version for the ones, the Kiddelicious ones. Yeah, he loves these as well, and they're obviously gluten free. And then we've got these ones to try this week. I've not had them before. They're the salted caramel. They're like a raw food bar, like a fruit and nut ones. We normally get the paleo ones, like the chocolate cacao ones, and they're really nice, but I thought it'd just be something different. Now on this side, we've obviously got some kitchen rolls, toilet rolls, and 1 pack of wipes for Leo, just in case. Some deodorant for my husband and some bleach for the bathroom, so all the boring stuff. We then got some Mary's Piper potatoes, because they're really good for making like some homemade wedges or chips or jacket potato, anything like that. So we're just handy to have those in the fridge. We've then got some British Braeburn apples, because myself and Leo like to snack on apples. We've got some mushrooms for myself and Leo to have mushroom risotto this week. We've then got some carrots, so we can make carrot sticks. or we can even steam them, you know, like as a side dish for one of our dinners. We have got some conference pears. These are the ripen at home ones. I actually thought that I'd picked up the ones that were already ripe, but it doesn't matter because they'll last for the end of the week when we get in for everything else. We've got some baby spinach, which is nice and washed and ready to eat, which I prefer to get because I like to just grab a handful and be able to chuck it in a smoothie or make some like buttered garlic spinach as a little side. Even my husband will eat that. Some old rocket for myself, just to go into like a wrap or something, or a little side with some balsamic. Then we've got these baby cucumbers. We tried them last week and I've been just slicing them and having them with hummus, and they're really, really nice. Then got some garlic because we'd run out of garlic. Some normal cucumber because we do get through quite a lot. Then we got lots of bananas just because we all snack on bananas here. Some green beans. I don't think Leo's had these, or he hasn't had them for such a long time that he doesn't remember them. So I thought that would be really nice for him to have those as a side at some point this week. Then the berries, we've got raspberries, the wonky blueberries and strawberries that we always have with our breakfast. And then we've got 2 ripe and ready avocados that I can have with a bagel or on some sourdough bread or something. And then I've got some mini corn on the cobs. These are the new ones. They're frozen, just the mini ones, but they're so handy just to be able to pull out of the freezer as a little side for Leo because he really likes corn on the cobs. We then got some waters because my husband takes these to work. The fizzy, like flavoured waters that we have as like a treat in the evening because we do try to just drink still water in the day. This one is really, really nice if you want a nice treat, especially when the sun's coming out, in a nice glass with ice, beautiful. And then we've got some milk, and then I've also picked up this bottle of wine to try. I don't drink a lot. We definitely wouldn't drink a whole bottle in one sitting, but I might have a glass at the weekend, like in the evening, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so for our meal plan for the week, you'll probably see me keep looking up because I've actually got my planner on the fridge, as we always do. So today is Tuesday, and we are going to be having sweet potato burgers with halloumi in a brioche bun. We'll have that with some salad. Leo has got some, I think they are the Annabelle Caramel little like chicken nugget stars. He doesn't normally have things like this, but we managed to pick some up in the big Tesco's near us a couple of weeks ago. And just once a week or once every 10 days, we just let him have a little bit of a treat. So he's going to have that. The sweet potato burgers are something that I had in the freezer. We had them a couple of weeks ago, and I've stored a couple in the freezer so that myself and my husband could just pull them out. So we're going to use those up this week. Then tomorrow we're going to be having, this is myself and Leo, some homemade fish cakes with a homemade parsley sauce and minted peas. Now the fish cakes I made last week, and they were really nice with some fresh white haddock, some potato. I also used some fresh parsley. I then put them in the flour, in the beaten egg, and then into some breadcrumbs. They are gluten-free, the ones that I've made, but I had a few extra, so I've popped those in the freezer, and we're going to have those tomorrow. The minted peas was a little trick my sister taught me. So we're just going to cook some frozen peas, which I've also got in the freezer, and then when they're cooked, I'll drain them and add in a teaspoon of mint sauce, like what you would put on your roast lamb. And then you've got some lovely minted peas. The parsley sauce, I'm going to make like a white sauce and then add fresh parsley. I've actually got some fresh parsley that's lasted really well. I want to show you actually. I saw it, I think it was in my White Company table book, but they had their fresh herbs stored like this in some water. And you just have to drain the water and change it every couple of days, and it has lasted really fresh. I've also got some mint in there from last week. They look perfect, so I'm really happy with that, and I quite like them being out like that on display. I just think it's nice, adds a little bit of greenery into the room. On Thursday we have actually pre-ordered an Indian, and the Indian that we regularly go to is celebrating their 3-year anniversary, and they've offered all the regular customers half price food. You just had to order in advance and pay in advance, and then pick your time slot. Apologies for the squeaky door. Leo will not leave it alone. He's been a really cheeky monkey. So yeah, we've ordered that. Leo has got some cod that's in the freezer, so I'm just going to do him some of that with some pesto sauce that we've got because he absolutely loves that. On Friday I'm going to do lasagna and salad and maybe the little ciabatta garlic bread. Leo, don't climb, please. The base for the lasagna I actually already have. There's like this mix that I make up. It's actually a vegan one that I do. We use it to make like a vegan shepherd's pie. We make it to do our bolognese, lasagna, anything like that. It's really interchangeable, so I can share that if you'd be interested. But I've got a massive batch of it that I did last week. Froze half of it, so I'm going to pull that out to make up our lasagna. I could just make up a white sauce quite easily. And we've got the lasagna sheets. Then on Saturday, myself and Leo are going to be having a mushroom risotto. We bought the mushrooms, I've got the garlic, I've got fresh parsley, I've got some nutritional yeast that I've got in the cupboard, and risotto rice. We normally buy like a big box and just decanter it into the cupboard, so I've already got some of that. And then on Sunday, we're going to have, I'm out for dinner with my friends. They're going to have the breaded fish. And yeah, just my husband's going to have that with Leo, with some homemade chips and some veg, maybe some little corn on the cobs that Leo's got. And then on Monday, we're going to be having naan bread pizzas, which are absolutely lovely. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you find something useful and maybe get some recipes and some ideas. And I'd love it if you'd stick around and subscribe. Bye.